Middleport Pottery in Burslem, Stoke-on-Trent was purpose-built alongside the Trent and Mersey Canal in 1888 for the production of burley-ware, allowing ease of transportation by water for incoming materials and outgoing products. You can see from these Ordnance Survey extracts how quickly the area expanded in just 20 years. The partnership of Burgess and Lee began in 1862 when they took over the Central Pottery, which had been established in Burslem in 1851. I'm starting my tour in the Victorian offices. In the 1950s, this bay window was replaced with a flat window to allow better vehicular access. During the refurbishment works in recent years, the original stained glass windows were found in one of the loft areas and sympathetically restored to their original setting. Burley was an amalgam of their names, Burgess and Lee. The Middleport Pottery was widely recognised as the model pottery in the Staffordshire pottery industry. It was designed to make all production processes more efficient and to improve greatly the working conditions of its workers. With its 3 biscuit and 4 glossed bottle ovens, the factory was known locally as the 7 Oven Works. Still manufactured here today, each piece of burley-ware is crafted by 25 pairs of hands. Now Grade 2 star listed, this is considered the last working Victorian pottery in continuous production in the UK. It was saved from closure through public and private funding and has been transformed into a visitor attraction and centre for creative businesses. With a new grant of about £250,000 from the National Lottery Heritage Fund, further improvements will be made, including a visitor welcome centre. This is a working site, so there are various out-of-bounds areas. I've never watched the TV programme Peaky, which was set in Birmingham in the late 1800s, but some filming was undertaken here in November 2018 for the 5th series. Those of you that have watched the programme may recognise some parts of the site. The Middleport Pottery factory tour is unique and offers the chance to see burley pottery being made using the same traditional methods as in the 1880s. Each piece of burley-ware goes through 25 pairs of hands. The tour goes through each stage of production in sequence, showing how a lump of clay is transformed into a finished piece of pottery, including the unique method of decoration, underglaze tissue transfer, the only place in the world where this technique is still being used. I didn't go on the factory tour as this would have needed to have been booked in advance. I was on the self-guided heritage trail. I was given an electronic key fob to gain access to some of the displays. This is the area where the greenware, that is clay products that have not yet been fired, were put into the sagars by the placers, ready to be biscuit fired in the firing chamber. A sagar is a protective fire clay box used to enclose or protect ware being fired in a kiln. A baser puts products ready for firing in the kiln. Bottle ovens were used for firing pottery to a biscuit or glossed state. Biscuitware refers to any pottery that has been fired in a kiln without a ceramic glaze. Glossedware is pottery that has been glazed and fired twice, first as a biscuit and then again as a glaze. The firing chamber is enclosed by a bottle-shaped structure called a hovel that both aided the draw of hot air and gases as well as smoke up through the structure and provided a sheltered working space. This bottle oven is the last survivor of the original 7 ovens. The placers would stack the filled sagars inside the bottle oven. This was a precise job. When the kiln was full, they would brick up the doorway ready for firing. The fireman had one of the most important jobs in the pottery. Get the temperature wrong, and the whole batch of ware would be ruined. For convenience, there was a one-way system around the hovel. I'm now making my way to the mould store. Middleport Pottery is the custodian of 19,000 moulds, one of the largest collections in Europe. They were originally housed on one of the upper floors, but were relocated to the ground floor for safety reasons during the restoration. All the moulds were temporarily removed so a team of volunteers could help catalogue and clean each one. I can't go ahead, so need to turn and go back. I'm making my way back to Middleport Studios, which have a range of skilled and creative independent traders. Clay College offers a skills-based full-time ceramics course taught by potters who make a living through ceramics, something unique in the UK. Beside the canal you will see 2 cranes. The one closest to the building was used to lift the wares from the packing house, which is now Clay College. Ceramics were carefully packed inside the willow crates and protected between layers of hay. The second crane was used to lift the crates onto the narrowboats. As you stand facing the canal, to the right is the canal route to Liverpool and to the left is the route to Hull. From there, burley ware was shipped across the world. Unfortunately, Narrowboat Dane isn't here. A bath other than the large tin bath was seldom to be found in working class homes up until the mid-20th century. Public baths for the working classes came to be found in various parts of the pottery towns and often located near to or inside public swimming baths. What an impressive array of wash basins! Anyone fancy a bath? You'll soon be clean with that Lifebuoy soap. William Bolton of the Providence Foundry, Burslem, was founded in 1852 and in 1888 supplied the pottery with clay preparation plant and a horizontal single-cylinder steam engine, which was in use until 1978. This is not the original Lancashire boiler provided by William Bolton. It is thought to have been installed second-hand about 1946. Flue gases were circulated to dry the greenware, that is unfired clay and glazed ware. After the steam engine ceased operation in 1978, the boiler continued in use until 2008 for heating and drying purposes. There used to be 2 further bottle kilns here. The Mangle Tower, built in the 1920s, stands approximately 54 feet tall. It's actually taller than the bottle kiln. The Weighbridge, located near to the original gates, weighed goods up to 20 tons. Designed for horse and carriage transportation, modern truck axles were a little too wide for the metal plate, so wooden ramps had to be used to lift the outer wheels of the truck and to transfer all the weight to the inner wheels. On the upper floor is exhibition space, a meeting room and a gift shop. Across the road in Harper Street, the clock is turned back to 1950 in the lodge keeper's house, being filled with furnishings and memories in both sound and imagery of people who lived locally. Whilst other houses have exhibition spaces telling stories of the people, the neighbourhood and life in the potteries since the 1890s, and there are also more studio units. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Middleport Pottery. Further information will be found on the Burley website at burley.co.uk. There is car parking available on site and a cafe for refreshments.